Up is brought to you by Science Extreme Supplements for extreme athletes, available at GNC stores nationwide. Jason Lambert is 3 years older than Terry Martin. There is a definitive reach advantage for Lambert, who, as Joe said, finally gets to fight someone that he is taller than.
When the action begins, a referee in charge of the octagon is Big John McCarthy.
Big John, California native, here at home tonight. Terry Martin, the Chicago boy, and the California native from Long Beach, Jason the Punisher Lambert.
All right, gentlemen, here we go. Back yourself up, Terry. Are you ready? You ready? Let's get it on. Come on.
Will Terry Martin be happy to stand and bang? That's what he said he wanted to do the first time. Made the mistake against James Irvin and lost in his UFC debut.
I like how Lambert's moving around, giving him a lot of angles, not standing in front of him.
Lambert is a big, thick guy. You can see where Lambert was a heavyweight for the majority of his career.
Yeah, nice tie-up, good knee by Martin.
And you know, we said when we saw Martin before, Joe, that he has that Mike Tyson type body. It's short, compact, extremely powerful.
They both have that same type of body here. Punches inside by Lambert. Lambert's got him against the cage now. Good body shots. Nice knee. Terry Martin throwing some bombs to the body. Oh, Jason Lambert's in trouble.
Martin really swinging for the fences early.
He caught Jason Lambert there. Good composure by Lambert. He really got hurt there.
Terry Martin loves drag racing. He's got a race car. School counselor. Great punching power, as we talked about. A Bachelor of Arts in Psychology from the college at Northern Illinois. And beautiful DeKalb, Illinois. Home of Cindy Crawford.
I think Jason Lambert is probably going to look to take this fight to the ground now. He's been hurt. He's recovered. He knows the stand-up aspect might not be the best strategy for him in this game.
Well, he will, I believe, look for those takedowns, because if you break it down on paper, Joe, he is not quite as heavy-handed as Terry Martin is.
Yeah, and you can see that by that exchange. Terry Martin is throwing some mean punches.
And you talked about it before. I mean, if Lambert can take it to the ground, that's where his jiu-jitsu can potentially take over.
Yeah, like I said, especially if he gets on top. He's got a really good top game. Excellent Kimuras.
Jason Lambert, a single father, raising his son. Built his own house about a year ago here in Southern California.
Jason is working on that one leg with the knees.
Lambert in the black trunks. Martin in the white and black trunks. Terry Martin with the early points, with a good exchange of strikes in the first round. Taking a peek up at the big screen was Jason Lambert to check the time. This fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds.
So far, Terry Martin has done a really good job of not letting this fight go to the ground.
Both in close quarters trying to throw uppercuts. Martin just missed with one before. A lot of clinch being utilized here right now. A little dirty boxing, Randy Couture style. Now McCarthy will break him up and keep him going. There you go. Right on cue, Big John. And this is where Terry Martin should have the advantage, where there's a little bit more room to exchange.
Jason Lambert trying the Superman punch. Okay, and it goes to the ground. This is actually probably better for Jason Lambert, even though he's on the bottom.
A little bit of a cut on the forehead of Jason Lambert from an earlier exchange.
He's got the lockdown on one leg. He's got half guard. Look for him to try to sweep here. He's got a hold of his arm.
Terry Martin comes from a fighting family. As a kid, he went to different neighborhoods and fought with his friends, betting money on him. He has worked out for a long, long time. His first mixed martial arts fight 3 years ago, where he knocked a guy out on his birthday. Happy birthday then, Terry Martin. 1 minute remains in round one.
Jason is working on Terry Martin's right arm. Looked like he was trying to get an Americana from the guard. Now he's grabbing all. It could be going for an omoplata. If he can get his foot across Terry Martin's face, this is an omoplata shoulder lock. He's got to keep Terry Martin's right arm trapped underneath his left arm. He let it go. Knees to the buttocks by Terry Martin.
Martin doing a good job within the guard of Jason Lambert so far, keep him busy, and it was, as you talked about, Joe, Martin who initiated the takedown in the change of venue to the mat for this part of the fight.
Jason is doing a really good job of avoiding any damage, avoiding punches from here, and threatening Terry Martin with some possible submissions. See, Jason's working his left knee up.
First round comes to conclusion. Slight edge to Terry Martin in that first round. So set for round number 2 in this battle of 205-pounders. Remember, Martin was ahead on the judges' scorecards. And 9 seconds into round 2 against James Irvin, he caught a vicious flying knee. And this time it's Lambert who immediately goes for the takedown.
Yeah, immediately shot. That must have been his corner's advice. Let's get it back to the ground.
Martin is a strong young man.
Terry's wasting a lot of energy here, locking him up like that. Both of these guys, I mean, we've seen this happen time and time again where guys get really tired from these kind of wars of attrition where they're pressing each other against the fence and jockeying for positioning. Very, very grueling. Jason's got a hold of Terry's legs now, though. This is it. Terry's going to go up in the air if he can get him up.
In our pre-fight conversations with Terry Martin, he said about Jason Lambert, he would be better off sticking 2 sticks of dynamite on each side of his face than facing me. Obviously, Terry Martin predicts a knockout here this evening. He has that type of power. But they are working in close quarters here, and remember, John McCarthy broke him up to keep him more busy in the first round from this position, and he will do it again.
Terry Martin's done a really good job of avoiding the takedown. Jason Lambert's a good wrestler, and good right hand by Terry Martin.
That's the big thunder and lightning, if you will, of Terry Martin that's been advertised so much.
Jason's got a hold of his body though here. Now Terry looks like he's going to try to take Jason down. He's got a hold of Jason's leg, but Jason's got a good deep grasp of Terry's body. If he can keep the weight on him and press him down.
Nice run, yes!
And there they go.
Yeah, but Jason's on top here. Scrambles to the back. See that? That's beautiful grappling right there. He's got a hold of one arm. This is a crucifix position. If he can straighten that leg out, if he can straighten that Terry Martin's left arm out and pull him on top, this is a bad spot for Terry Martin.
And as you said, the patience shown by Lambert in waiting to get that position is Jiu-Jitsu 101, grappling 101.
Yeah, very smooth. Right here, also, he can take the over-under and take the back.
So Terry Martin in a very precarious situation here at the midway point of round number 2.
So Jason's got a hold of him here. What he's got to do is he's got to swing his legs over the top of Terry Martin. Now, he likes that crucifix position. He's controlling Terry there. Now he's taking the back.
Well, if he can take that back, yep.
He's got one hook in. Now you're going to look for him to get his other right leg around the other side. Now he's got 2 hooks in.
He's
beautiful.
got it.
Bad spot for Terry Martin. He's going to take a pound.
This could be the beginning of the end. And it is all over. It is all over. Jason Lambert by referee stoppage here in the second round.
Wow. Very nice. Excellent display of grappling and transitioning into striking on the ground.
Extremely methodical in waiting for his position, Joe.
Yeah, it was very smooth. His transitions were very smooth. Let's take a look at the end of the fight here. That was beautiful. Here, Jason Lambert has his back, gets that second hook in, and Terry Martin is flattened out and trapped and takes a pounding.
And John McCarthy wisely stops the fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee John McCarthy has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 37 seconds of round number 2. For the winner by TKO, Jason the Punisher Lambert.
So Jason Lambert sends Terry Martin to defeat.